Hello, good morning. Bore da. Blwyddyn newydd dda to all my friends, family and customers who've supported me over the years, especially last year, 2025. Let's hope 2026 proves to be a prosperous year with good health and hopefully another fab. So I'm just about to cut out shapes for my new Redstart boxes, or Redstart stroke spotted Flycatcher boxes. And these are the backs. And the backs are cut at 14 inches. Okay, that's the backs. Now I'm going to cut the sides out. And these are 10 inches by 9 inches. So we've got an inch pitch, if you like. See if we can get these all. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's the inch pitch. Okay, so what I do with the backs first is I measure an inch, and then with my square I just draw a line. Now that line is basically going to help me line up the bottom of the side to my nest box, if you can just about make that out there. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I fit that. Now I'm using a brad nailer. I mean, you can do it with nails or screws or whatever, but I'm using a brad nailer with this one. Okay, I always use Gorilla Glue, but there's lots of other glues on the market you can use. As long as it's an exterior grade wood glue, that's fine. So what I do, I just run a bit of glue on the one side. Don't do the two sides, just the one side. I use the bottle as a balancing act, and then I just balance the back onto the back like so. Using this line here as my guide, I'm just lining it up, ready to fix. Now I'm lucky, this is marine ply that I managed to pick up. This is quite expensive external grade ply. You don't have to use this. As long as you use an external grade ply, that should suffice. I'll still paint this. I'm still going to paint this with about 3 coats of masonry paint. And I would do the same if I was using a cheaper external grade ply as well. Just for longevity reasons, really. I mean, you want these boxes to last. Okay, so I'm lining that up again before I start. It's always worth taking your time to line things up. You have to bear with me. My workshop is soaking wet. I've got the heaters on, and the roof obviously was frosted up overnight. This is quite a bad frost here today. It's all melting and dripping everywhere at the moment. Okay, So that's what we got so far. Okay, now to cut the bottom out, all I do, I get one of my strips of ply. Rather than measure it, I offer it up inside. I get my measurement from the bottom there, and then I cut it on the chop saw. So that's it, cut on the chop saw. What I do, I'll put like a 10mm hole in the drill, a 10mm hole out of the bottom, sort of in the middle, and that will act as drainage. So if any water does penetrate the nest box, then it's got somewhere to run to. Okay, so that fits down inside the two sides, not on the bottom like that, in the side, inside like that. Okay, now I don't bother gluing the bottom. All I do is just pin it in. Actually, that's a bit long. I'm just going to trim that off a sec. Okay. Let's do that again. So fit it inside. That's lovely. And then nail it, screw it, or brad pin it. You can glue it if you wish, but I don't think there's any need. Okay, that's that. Now I'm going to show you how I build the fence. Right, so what I'm going to make it now, let's just angle that a bit better, just bear with me. I'm going to make 28mm tunnels. So basically, I've cut some pieces of ply at 28mm, and I'm going to make a tunnel like so. Okay, so let's get that. We'll glue both sides, and we'll pin it also. So there's one. So all will be revealed in a sec. Just bear with me, because I'm going to use my chop saw to cut the tunnels to the sizes I require. Right, okay, let's get that one in first there. Use brad pins again. Same again, that side. Make sure it's all looking nice and flush. Same again this side with the glue. Okay, so that's the 28mm tunnel. Okay, now a Redstart spotted Flycatcher are capable of getting through 28mm entrance holes. Now I'm going to show you how to cut it. Okay, so cutting the tunnels, I'm going to do it at an angle so it's sloping down when it's fitted to the front of the box. Now that will basically allow for rain to run off. So I know my angles. I've already got preset angles. This blade that I've got on here is a DeWalt blade, and it's capable of cutting through metal, so I'm not worried if I come across a brad pin. So here we go. Okay, so that's my first channel. As you can see, it's got a bit of an angle on it. So we can just about make that out. See the angle on it? Okay, that's my first one. Straighten that up again. Let's get the next cut. So that will be there. There's my next cut. Again, taking it back to my angle. And we need to cut it about there, don't we? So let's have a look. Let's just line that up. Okay, just cut that one. Straighten that up again. With the last tunnel. So I've cut 4 tunnels out of this. I'll probably get the 5th one as well. But I'll just cut these for now. So that's my tunnels. Let's clean them up. So I'm just going to get some sandpaper just to clean off these rough edges before and then I'm going to show you how we fit them. One, I'll just do the one for now. Okay, so this is basically going to fit on the box like so. All right, and that's what it's going to look like on the front. All I've got to do now is just add a piece above and a piece below, which I'll show you how to do. If we do the bottom piece first, so let's get a piece of timber ready. So again, I'm just going to line it up. I think that's what I want to fit my pieces there. So let's have a look. Let's measure that. I think that would suffice there, I think. So what are we looking at? Okay, so I've cut my tunnel, which is going to fit on the box like so. I've cut the piece which has got double angles. So it's got an angle to accommodate the roof, you can see, and it's got another angle there to accommodate the angle there. All right, so let's go ahead and fit this. I'm just taking that extra bit of time to make sure everything is nice and flush and sitting straight. Okay, so that will fit in there like so. So if you can make that out. So let's stick this in. I need to get some glue on that leading piece there also. So that'll go in there like so. And then it's just fitting the bottom piece now. Okay, so let's get. So I just found a little piece with the right angle. I'm going to offer it up, get my measurement because I want it flush at the bottom there. I'm just going to do a quick cut on this. And hopefully that will fit in nicely. Doesn't matter if it overhangs slightly, that's fine. Okay, let's get some glue on that. Some glue on this leading edge as well. Let's push that up against there, nice and tight. So it's all nice and tight. And it's totally waterproof then. Okay, so the glue acts as a waterproof seal really. But I mean, it's not going to go anywhere with Gorilla Glue. It really is good glue. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Okay, and that's what it's going to look like. Okay, so it's got a bit of a slope, that, so any rain touching this will just run off. That's a 20mm hole, entrance hole, which is big enough for a spotted flycatcher or a Redstart. But it's also going to have the appearance of an open fronted box. The idea of the tunnel is to keep away crows, squirrels, woodpeckers from gaining entrance. Because it's far away from the nest box, they've got to reach extra hard to get down in there, and they basically can't get down there because of this this tunnel system. All right, so all I'm going to do now is let that dry, and then I'll paint it and put a felt roof on it. Again, that's just for longevity reasons. All right, so it's just a standard tip box with one of these little tunnels on the front. Oops, that's come off. Let's put that back. I'll have to wait for that to glue. Wait for that to set, and then that will suffice. And what I'll do, I'll run some silicone down there, stop the water from getting in, and also when the silicone dries, that's not going to move in.